Hello, my name is Dr. Tristan MacDonald. I'm a clinical fellow at University Hospitals Birmingham, NHS Foundation Trust in the UK. And today I'm presenting our work undertaken alongside the National Institute for Health and Care Excellence, the Alan Turing Institute and Imperial College London to produce a new evidence standards framework to incorporate artificial intelligence-enabled digital health technologies. Bit of background to begin with. So as with other healthcare systems in the world, the National Health Service in the UK is faced with a capacity-demand mismatch caused by an increasingly elderly population. Technologies incorporating AI show great promise in meeting this challenge, but there are understandable concerns with regard to AI hype, clinical and cost effectiveness. The National Institute for Health and Care Excellence, which is a governmental body tasked with performing health technology assessments in the UK, produced an evidence standards framework for digital health technologies in 2018, intended to allow commissioners of these technologies to assess their clinical and cost effectiveness, along with other considerations such as safety and data handling. This, however, explicitly excluded digital health technologies incorporating AI. NICE is currently updating their evidence standards framework and commissioned us at the University of Birmingham and our colleagues at Imperial College London and the Turing to develop a new classification system and evidence standards for AI digital health technologies. So we aim to do this through mixed methods consensus studies. Here are our methods. So step one was a literature review to identify candidate frameworks. Step two was a questionnaire and semi-structured interviews to receive feedback from various stakeholders on these frameworks and to develop some candidate evidence standards. Step three was a modified consensus study with 2 online rounds followed by an expert consensus meeting to produce our AI standards. And step four was the incorporation of these standards within the updated NICE evidence standards framework. This is performed by the NICE team and is not covered in this poster presentation. Results: that a literature review identified 10,125 relevant articles and 21 classification systems. The questionnaire and semi-structured interviews regarding these systems identified the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or OECD's model, the most appropriate. And the modified Delphi consensus study, which had 83 participants with multinational representation of all stakeholders, produced 13 evidence standards. So here's the OECD model for AI classification. And here are our standards, and I'll let you pause on these 2 slides so you can have a bit more, but they cover all aspects of an AI tool's life cycle from code to clinic. So the Evidence Standards Framework offers UK commissioners a first-in-class tool to consistently and fairly assess AI tools. It also provides developers of these tools a guide for the evidence required to deploy to the UK market. Our study had multi-stakeholder involvement and it was intended to align as much as possible with existing and expected changes to the UK regulatory environment. Thanks a lot for listening.